gathered across the Central Valley today holding up "No King" signs. This is all part of a nationwide peaceful protest on the escalation of military use in U.S. cities, according to the No Kings Coalition. We talked to people here in the Valley who took to the streets this morning to make their voices heard.
Today we are taking a stand and saying no more. There's no kings and no dictators. We have freedoms and they're starting to take our freedoms away, and we're saying no.
I'm 81 years old, and never once could I have imagined that human rights, that the right for health care, that the right to continue research, to bring about technology for number one, the U.S., has been altered and it's been taken away. This is a No Kings number 2 event that is promoting ideas about the local people's concerns regarding the movement of a king coming into our community that's affecting our Medicaid, our education, our human services, our research, our development for...
Why costumes, for those who might ask?
Because we are nonviolent, we are peace and love, we value love, we value friendship, we value community, and that is nonviolent, so we want it to be happy and joyful.
I grew up here, and having this for the people of the community, it means a lot, and people come up and thank me a lot, and I'm pleased to provide that for them. I would rather be on the street protesting and demonstrating, but to provide this for the people means everything.
I was really pleased to see all the people attend. I had no idea how many there were. We tried to count, but of course that was impossible.
Now, although it may be hard to do a head count, according to the No Kings Coalition, nearly 7 million people in the U.S. were out protests today, with over 2,600 protests held across the nation. Now, here in the Central Valley, protests were held from Merced to Porterville. While the millions of protesters are criticizing the president's policies, some lawmakers on the left are even giving him credit. National correspondent Kayla Gaskins joins us from Washington.
By the pointed nickname King Trump, accusing him of stretching the limits of the office to drive his political goals. But as policies are put into motion and the results of those policies come to fruition, some leading voices on the political left are starting to give the president credit. His former 2016 rival, Hillary Clinton, had this to say after the Hamas-Israel ceasefire deal.
I really commend President Trump and his administration, as well as Arab leaders in the region, for making the commitment to the 20-point plan and seeing a path forward.
And Democratic Congressman from New Jersey, Josh Gottheimer, telling Fox News,
we should give credit where it's due, and this is not a partisan thing.
One of President Trump's main priorities is securing the southern border and addressing America's immigration crisis.
We have a closed border, and it's a really closed border.
His crackdown has led to fury from his opponents, especially the increase in arrests and deportations. Over the summer, John Kerry, who served as President Obama's Secretary of State, argued Democrats grossly missed the mark on this issue.
Democrats had missed on the issue of immigration for some years. They just allowed the border to continue to be under siege. Without a border protected, you don't have a nation.
And when it comes to the sweeping tariffs imposed by Trump, Democrats standing virtually in unison in their critiques.
We're still seeing prices go way up because the president decided to push the tariff button and drive up costs on the American people.
While the White House points out the billions in revenue the tariffs have already brought in. As of September, the year total rang in at $215 billion of tariff revenue.
President Trump has floated various ideas of how to use the tariff revenue to benefit Americans, including rebate checks and subsidizing U.S. farmers. In Washington, I'm Kayla Gaskins.
Top Republicans, including the president himself, have spoken out against the rallies.
A king. This is not a king. You know, they're referring to me as a king. I'm not a king.
They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally, okay?
Johnson said he thinks Hamas supporters, Antifa types, and Marxists will be at the protests. Democratic Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy, who spoke at the D.C. No Kings rally, pushed back on Johnson's characterization.
If you offer any criticism of this government, then you hate America. That's ridiculous, un-American, and unpatriotic.
A co-founder of the group that organized the rallies called Republican Rhetoric Free Publicity. Bill Nye, the science guy, joined thousands at a No Kings rally in Washington today. Nye joining Senators Bernie Sanders and Chris Murphy alongside other political leaders and speakers. Millions are expected at the protests across the country. Nye speaking about the importance of protesting as a means to stand up for democracy. Now we would like to hear from you. What grade would you give President Trump during his first 9 months in office? A, B, C, or D? Chime in with your answer on our website. All you have to do is go to kmph.com/poll or scan this QR code on your screen.